All right, welcome everybody to the daily demo. We're doing demos every single day this week at noon Eastern time, and we have quite the lineup for you all and quite the surprises as well for the daily demo. So I'm super stoked to be here. I know that Adrian is super stoked to be here too. We're going to have a great time with one another. We also have the amazing Elizabeth Larson with us here today. Yay! Okay. So, look, Adrian's gonna take over for today and lead. You're gonna hear from quite a few of us, but today is Adrian Day. So, Adrian.
I hereby declare it Adrian Day.
It's an Adrian Day. Wow. Boy, he got his own day.
All of you take note. All right, awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. And it is great to be with all of you today. I love all of the buzz and excitement that continues to build around Now AI. And we are going to have some fun. This week is going to be about giving you some behind the scenes, some little reveals. But we know there's so many guests that are coming to the party and getting to hear about Now AI for the first time that we don't want to leave anybody behind. So each day we're going to do a quick, I promise, quick demo of the overview of Now AI so that your guests can get up to speed and know what's going on. And then we're going to dive deeper into one aspect of the Now AI experience. There's going to be some Easter eggs. We're going to have some fun, and we have some surprises saved up for you at the end as well. So let's get this thing going. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I'm really excited to get to share with you today. So we are rolling out this amazing new product. We're in phase 1 of the beta. We're super excited. We've had an amazing response already. And so for the next few days, this whole week at noon Eastern, we are doing this Now AI daily demo. You've got me today. You've got Cheryl and Elizabeth Larson also going to be sharing with you as the week progresses. And each day is going to be a ton of fun. So make sure you mark your calendars and be here. So as I said, we're going to spend just a little bit of time sharing with you about what is Now AI before we delve deeper. And very, very excited to share this with you. So Now AI is setting an intention to massively disrupt the network marketing profession. Now, if you're here and you're not in the network marketing profession, don't worry. This is an amazing product for you too, but we have really honed this in a use case that's going to help network marketers in some special ways and allow you to be able to benefit from those same things. We're going to solve the biggest challenges. And so what's that look like? Your personal brand, your social media, your communications, your relationships, team management. These are key things that are essential to being successful. And we are going to help you to solve them with the magic of AI. So what is Now AI? Now AI is you. It's an AI version of you. You start by training your AI so that it knows you, so that it thinks like you, so that it writes like you. And you literally do that in this really amazing conversational way. It starts to learn your interests, the people that you're interested in. It learns to write like you. And then ultimately, you get to meet your AI. And your AI gives you an amazing little motto to encapsulate who you are in a cool way. It gives you a hero story to describe who you are and what you're about. It gives you a personality analysis to dive deeper into who you are and to give you maybe insights into yourself that crystallize some things that maybe you didn't have words for before. And so you have your personal brand built instantly by an AI version of you. But that's literally the first 5 minutes of this experience. That's just the onboarding. So now what does this thing actually do with you and for you? It is going to create authentic, original social media posts every single day. How cool is that? It's going to create social posts with an image and a caption. It's going to allow you to pass an image of your own to the AI, and it's going to give you a caption for that image. So I was just up in Breckenridge with my family this weekend. I took a bunch of awesome pictures. I can give that to my AI, and it will create a post for me around that picture with my kids that I took. I can write short text posts like those sort of inspirational posts that I might want to write, Or, you know me, sometimes I want to kind of get up on that soapbox. It'll write one of those big long posts where I can talk about something that I'm passionate about, something that I'm fired up about. And it's going to create this stuff in my voice, knowing what I'm interested in, knowing my values. And it's going to save me so much time, but it's more importantly going to allow me to show up consistently in a way that I know I have struggled mightily to do in the past, because there's just too many things pulling at my attention. Not only is it going to help you create, but what about all those messages? What about responding to comments? What about closing sales? What about what that feeling of what the heck do I do? This person's talking to me and I don't know the answer. Your AI can help you with those things too. It can help you to write an original message if you're reaching out to somebody for the first time. It can help you reply to a message, right? Somebody asks you a question, or you've never done this stuff before and suddenly somebody's asking you something and you like panic. Don't worry, your AI can help. Maybe you want to get out there and be more consistent in commenting on stuff that other folks are sharing out there. I can feed that post to my AI and it will help me come up with a thoughtful, meaningful, authentic comment on that post. I can just write something and then say, hey, could you spice this up a little bit for me? Or could you edit this for me or whatever? I could just give it something that I've written and it can rewrite it in a better tone. It can clean it up for me. Your AI is with you every step of the way. And not only that, your AI can be your very own marketing director. It can analyze your data and activities and give you new strategies and new things for you to take action on 24/7. You'll never struggle with that feeling of what should I do again. Maybe it's that you need to share a post on LinkedIn about a certain thing that you're interested in. Maybe it's time for you to reach out to some new people and make some new connections today. Whatever that looks like, your AI is going to act as that marketing director, showing you the next right thing to do in your business based on the successful paths of the top network marketers before you. Your AI can also be added to your website to chat with your visitors 24/7. So imagine you send somebody to your digital business card, to your website, and they're able to actually chat with an AI version of you and get answers to their questions in real time before they even have to have a conversation directly with you. How cool would that be? An AI version of you that can handle all of your branding, social media, messages, and strategy. Not only that, but now AI is perfect for team leaders. Remember how we trained that AI for just a couple of minutes during that onboarding? Now, what if you could actually pour all of that content that you have already put out there, that you spent time putting together, that your company has put together, every price, every policy, every detail of your compensation plan, every presentation, all those demos, all those videos, that stuff that you wish people would just go watch the video and yet they just ask you the same questions? Your AI can learn all of it perfectly in minutes, and then be available to chat with your team members 24/7 in any language. Imagine how that can improve communication. Imagine how that can improve compliance, right? Your AI can actually help somebody on your team to know whether it's okay for them to post something that might be against the standards of what your company has set as a set of standards. Imagine how this can improve motivation when they can ask questions about their comp plan right there in real time and your AI can answer those. But your AI can do more than just answer questions. You can teach it your marketing strategy and your AI can help to coach your team members to success. So imagine not only what it can do for compliance and motivation, but what it can do for duplication. You are able to transmit and to pass on that learning and those things that you have developed along the way, and your team can learn those along the way. Your AI is the perfect partner to help you to lead your team. And so all of this is unprecedented. All of this is game-changing. And I will tell you with certainty, this is just the beginning of Now AI. We are building something truly unique. We are going to disrupt the network marketing industry and improve the lives of millions of marketers by solving your biggest challenges with simplicity and authenticity, by using AI to let you be yourself, your best authentic self every day. Now AI makes it easy for you to share yourself with confidence because it's you powered by AI. So as you can probably tell, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm blown away by what we're getting to offer. And I know all of you are too. So if you are fired up, put your name AI in the chat. I want to see Tony AI. I want to see Sandy AI. Let's see something in the chat here. Here we go. Kathy Heem, Dana AI, Sue AI, Birgit AI, Louise AI, Amy AI. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited to share this with you. And I'm sure there are many of you here hanging with us today who are going, how do I get my hands on this right now? And so without further ado, there's time for you to get early access to Now AI. And so if you're a guest today, reach out to the person who invited you to come and join you today. They'll get you the link where you need to go, and you have the opportunity to get access to Now AI plus our unlimited plan and save over 60%. That's going to give you the ability to build your personal brand, to generate authentic social content, to write all your messages perfectly, and to have access to unlimited AI-powered websites, email campaigns, targeted prospects, and so much more. So do make sure you reach out to the person who shared this with you. Super excited about that. And I'm not more excited, but I'm as excited to share with you what I have to show you next, which is that we're going to go deeper into this product, deeper into some different aspects of it. And I get the chance to go deeper into our onboarding with you today. I'm super excited about it. And so let's dive in. So for those of you who already had access to the beta and were with us last Thursday, and actually, Cheryl, if you could drop this in the chat for me, that would be great. Many of you already did this. You went to nowaibeta.now.site and you shared with us the answers to the questionnaire for onboarding, which gave us a huge amount of additional data to help us to do some testing. So thank you for that. And if you haven't done it yet, head over to nowaibeta.now.site and go fill that in after this call. But what we learned was that some of you shared tons of great details about your life. It was really cool because I could see how much fun some of you had with this. And some of you were a little bit more like my soon-to-be 6th grade daughter when she comes home from school and I'm like, hey, so what'd you learn today? And she's like, math, which is cool, right? So first of all, there's no like criticism here. What we wanted to have happen was exactly that. Because what needs to happen is we know we're going to get that whole range, right? We're going to have people who get really excited and they share a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to have that experience where maybe somebody is in a hurry. Maybe they are like not too sure about this thing, whatever. And so we need to know, we need to play around with how this is going to work in both cases. But if you really want to get the most out of your own AI onboarding, I would recommend you to be maybe more over on this end of the spectrum of sharing more about you. Now, that seems like a pretty straightforward thing, right? But here's what it is, right? Your AI is here to help you create content and interact with others in a way that is authentically you. Elizabeth put in the chat, War and Peace. I always give Elizabeth a really hard time because she will write these like slides or these things that are like 5 million miles long. And I'm like, stop writing War and Peace. But this is the one time when you should write War and Peace. So I almost put a picture of War and Peace up here. So your AI is there to help you create content and interact with others in a way that is authentically you. And so the more that you share about you, the easier you're going to make it for your AI to think like you, to sound like you, and to feel like you, right? And so it's going to be amazing either way, but it's going to be the truest version of amazing when you share more of who you are. And so I highly recommend that. For any of you who filled it out already, this is also somewhat intentional that was a practice round, right? So when you get access, we're not going to pre-populate that for you for 2 reasons. One is you may want to fill it out a little bit differently. You have your email that we sent you with all of what you have in there. So you could simply copy and paste it in there if you'd like. but you get a do-over, so to speak. But the second reason we're doing that is it's so magical that I feel like we would be robbing you of like this amazing moment of getting to meet your AI if we didn't allow you to actually have that experience. So don't worry if you gave a short version in that form. It's totally cool. There's nothing to worry about. That was an intentional thing for us to be able to see the range of what people would do unprompted, but this is your chance to think a little bit differently about it going forward. So it's going to have, the more you give it, the easier it's going to be to think, sound, and feel like you. So you guys, for those of you who were there Thursday, you got to meet Adrian AI. And so this is my version, right? This was the one that I shared along the way. And you don't need to bore yourself reading every single thing on here, but I'm going to highlight a couple of things, right? I gave a good amount of information on each question. Now, I didn't write War and Peace. I didn't feel like I needed to write War and Peace, and neither do you. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't have to feel like, oh, I have to like make a bunch of notes in preparation to do this, right? Just speak from your heart. But I did say, I want to make sure that I take the time to really answer each question. And, you know, in a couple of cases, right, I didn't assume, even though obviously it's our software, I didn't assume that my AI was going to know what Nowsite was before I put it in there. So I explained that Nowsite is a software company because I wanted to understand that. So I gave a little bit of added context, right? I'm thinking about this like I'm meeting a friend for the first time, and they might not know everything I know. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain some things. I made sure to share about my family, right? I made sure to share about my kids' ages and my kids' names and my wife's name and how long we've been married, because those are really important things. They're really relevant to my life. And I know that I'm going to want to weave my family into some of the stuff that I share on social media. And look, one thing, because I noticed this a little bit in some of the answers, I think maybe you're like, oh, should I share that? Like, I don't know if I want to share that on social media, whatever that is. You are always in control, right? So when you share with your AI, that's contained within your relationship with your AI. It's not getting like cross-pollinated to other people's profiles, nothing like that at all. And when your AI creates content, if your AI ever shares something or proposes to share something in a post on social media that you don't like or that you don't want to share, it's not doing it without your permission. You are in control at all times. So I just want you to feel empowered that you are safe to be able to share the things that are important to you in that context, and you'll have the ability to fine tune that as you go along. So I just don't want you to be worried about that. I talked about things that I really like, right? I talked about Ted Lasso is like not only like my favorite TV show, but it's like, I feel like it speaks to my values. So I wanted to talk about that show. I want to talk about the music that I'm interested in. I love pickleball, all these different things about what I'm interested in, because those are things that make me who I am and that are fun and that I want to weave into the stuff that I'm creating that are more than just business. So those things are a great way. Yeah, exactly. Believe. Those are a great way to round out who you are so that you're not just a business persona, that you are more than just that, because you are more than just that, right? So that's a great way to be able to do that. Take some time to think about some people that you're interested in, because would you believe it, that would be a great source of where your AI might help you come up with some great quotes or some great inspirational things from the exact people who you're interested in. So that's a great way to help to prime that. And then have some fun with it, right? I half jokingly said that my big goal next year is that I got to get in good shape to beat Justin in the Nowsite games, and that's not going. I stepped on the scale last weekend. That's not. I got some work to do, but I got time, so don't worry. So just have some fun with this thing. That's the big thing that I want you to realize. Sharing more about my life made it easy for my AI to create posts, to create stuff that represent me. And so as it did that, it goes, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, here's some interest, right? It pulled in those interests from what I shared, and I could then add some more to that, right? So I'm able to pull this in here and be able to add additional people here, right here in the onboarding. Now, there's something that we showed in the early part, but that I want to dive a little bit deeper on because I think it's really exciting. And I think it's something that you might gloss over if you didn't know. And I want you to know that it's actually really cool. And also, I think has a big impact on how you can help your AI to create for you. And that is this AI writing style. So what's going to happen during the onboarding is that the AI is going to say, hey, can you share an example of your writing below? And so again, you don't need to like overthink this. Grab your LinkedIn bio, go grab a recent post that you have written that's maybe a little bit longer or that you feel like is a really good representation of your voice. Or maybe you're somebody that's like, honestly, I very rarely write anything, or I haven't written much about myself online or whatever. Well, if that's you, then choose a voice who you would like to emulate and share a writing sample from that person. So don't have to overthink it. I don't want you to get stuck, but grab something that represents you. And so you're going to drop that in there, and it's going to analyze your writing style, and it's going to spit out a rough readout of what kind of style you have. So how much do you use humor in what you do? Are you a big user of emojis? Are you more informal or are you more formal? Are you somebody who tends to write long posts or shorter posts? What's your tone that you like to use? What's your capitalization, punctuation? Like what does this kind of look like to get your style? And it's going to spit out a writing sample that is something about who you are and what you're about that it generated for you. And so this is a great way where you get to look at this thing and go, does that sound like me? Or does that sound like how I want to sound going forward? And you might go, I feel like I'd like it to be a little funnier. And so I might come over here and I might take this little thing and, slide it over a little bit and say, I want to go a little funnier. And then you can regenerate the sample. So play around with this thing and it's going to respond to what you have in there. And maybe you get it and you're like, I feel like I got the things kind of tuned right, but I'd like to see another example of a different writing sample. I can regenerate that sample as many times as I want to get it to where I'm like, oh yeah, like this thing is definitely my style. Yeah, you whoosh those sliders from side to side. That's a technical term that was coined by the great Cheryl Coco. So play with this thing. Read it like you get to interact with this thing. Have some fun with it. That's what I want you to know, is that you get to fine tune it, but it really is about you having fun with this experience. Don't worry, don't overthink it, and definitely know that it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So as we continue to roll this out, we will also have in here the ability for you to go in and view your AI profile and edit your AI profile. So that's not going to be there on immediately in phase 2, just so you know. So do take some time to fill it in, but we're going to make sure that you have the ability, because maybe it's, obviously my kids are not a fixed age in time. I'm going to want to adjust that over time. Maybe I have another kid, please God, no, but maybe, right? So things change, things will happen. So I'm watching Donna Sylvester laughing. So like we will be able to update these things over time. So don't stress about it. Have fun with it. It is it's going to be good. There will be no more children, for the record. All right. So that was a ton of fun. And I promised that we had some surprises for you, which is super exciting. And don't worry, we're going to leave. We'll answer some questions at the end. So don't, we're keeping an eye on those and we'll circle back towards that at the end. So you got to meet Adrian AI on Thursday. Part of what we get the pleasure of doing this week is we want to introduce you to some other amazing AIs. And so we've got 2 amazing people for you to get to meet today. I'm super excited about it. The first person who we get to share today, I got the pleasure of getting to meet in person in Las Vegas. He has been super welcoming to me as I have joined the Nowsite family. He is just an incredible entrepreneur. And it's been fun for me because I've actually, through this process, I've gotten to learn more about him. And so who is ready to bring Mr. Brett Sipe, Brett AI, to life? Let's get a Brett AI in the chat here. Awesome, Brett. So what we're going to do is we're going to share kind of the outputs without showing all of the inputs, just because we encourage you to share, parts of your life in there. But what I love about Brett is that not only is he this amazing entrepreneur, but he's a family man. He, shares really openly about kind of his background and the things that he did professionally, as well as in service to country before becoming an entrepreneur that he is today. And so it's super, super awesome. So we're going to get to meet Brett AI. And so Brett, I'm going to invite you to unmute. There we go. What's up, Brett? How are you, man?
Hey, Adrian, thank you for the fantastic introduction. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we got a little drum roll. I'm going to do my little drum roll here on the screen. Without further ado, let's meet Brett. And we're first going to get to see his motto: unleash your brand potential with Brett's site. Elevate, educate, empower. What do you think, Brett?
Pretty sweet. I like that.
I do too. I think that fits you super well.
For sure.
That is so awesome. All right. And so here's Brett's hero story. I think can you see that big enough on screen? Can you read it? I feel like it would be weird for me to read it as Brett. So I think it'd be better coming from you.
Here, I can read it. I am Brett Sipe, a devoted husband, loving father, and a Marine veteran with an 18-year career in state corrections. After retiring, I found my true calling in the world of online marketing, where I've been making a powerful impact since 2017. With a blend of cutting-edge technology and my expertise, I coach marketers and sole proprietors on brand enhancement, social media presence, and business growth. My ultimate goal is to create a legacy of success, empowering others while ensuring a lifetime of financial security for my family. With a heart full of gratitude, I embrace each day, driven by relentless passion to make a positive difference in the lives of as many people as I can.
Is that cool or what?
It's amazing.
Dude, that's you inspire me, and this inspires me, and I just love it. And so now we get to see Brett's personality analysis. So I'll share this one. Brett is a driven and ambitious individual who thrives on challenges and setting high goals for himself. With a strong entrepreneurial spirit, he is focused on achieving success not only for himself, but also for those he coaches. Brett values efficiency and results, constantly seeking cutting-edge technology to stay ahead in the online marketing industry. While he can be assertive and direct in his approach, he also possesses a nurturing side, evident in his desire to provide for his family and impact the lives of others through his knowledge and services. Isn't that cool? I love it. Girl, I've known Brett for years. This nails it. So cool. Yeah. All right. So we've got one more. Oh, I somehow pushed the button on accident. All right. Well, there goes my reveal. We have one more amazing person to get to share with you today. Donna Sylvester is a friend of mine and an amazing contributor to this community. And I am so excited to get to share her with you today. Donna talked about the way that her family is important to her. She's created this amazing set of experiences traveling around the country and teaching people how to embrace the power of appreciation marketing through a really cool platform that she works with. And so without further ado, we got to get her unmuted here, and we're going to bring Donna up and we're going to introduce Donna AI. So give it up. Let's see some Donna AIs in the chat. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Adrian. Hey, everybody. Good morning.
This is so exciting.
I'm excited to meet you.
Can I have you introduce your AI just like I did with Brett? We'll do your motto first, and then you can introduce.
Sure.
Awesome. So the motto for Donna is building connections, empowering lives. And I can tell you for sure that is a beautiful, beautiful representation of who Donna is and the way that she shows up in the world. And so Donna, let's hear your story.
I am Donna Sylvester, a vibrant, active individual with a zest for life. From golfing to exploring ancient archaeology, I thrive on adventure. As an independent affiliate in network marketing, I am dedicated to helping people build strong connections in all areas of their life. With a desire to make a difference, I aspire to achieve financial freedom while supporting causes close to my heart.
So good. All right. Those of you who know Donna, is it like 1 to 10? Give me a spot on Donna. I think that is so perfect for you.
Yeah,
Love
I was
it.
really happy with what AI did with me.
It's so cool, right? It's like it's truly you, and it's helping you to put your best foot forward. And it just makes me so happy to see that. So let me share Donna's personality analysis. Donna is an enthusiastic and energetic individual who loves being active and engaging in a variety of pursuits. She thrives on independence and enjoys building strong connections with those around her. Donna's passion for helping others and desire for financial freedom reflect her driven and ambitious nature. Her adventurous spirit and commitment to making a meaningful impact set her apart. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you, Brett. Thank you, Donna. And it's just such a joy to get to meet these amazing AI profiles. I want to meet all of yours. I want to meet them all at once. And so thank you to our awesome examples today. You definitely inspire me. And so we're going to open it up for questions here. We'll answer a few questions at the end. I just wanted to share this one more time, just because I know as we continue to show more that folks are getting more and more excited. So if you are a guest today, if you have not gotten Now AI yet, make sure you reach out to the person who invited you to come and check this out today. They can hook you up with the link that you need to get started, and you can save over 60%. As you do. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I think you can see why we are so excited. So with that, why don't let's open it up and we can answer some questions if we want to, and we're gonna get you out of here. So Cheryl, you want to help me with pulling some questions?
For sure. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying hi to Donna AI and hi to Brett AI, and they really feel like they were meeting one another, which I thought was fantastic. Look, you can put your questions here in the chat. There are a few hundred people here, but I think we should just, go for it live too. So you can get in line, you can raise your hand, and we will do our best to answer every question. Look, I'm going to say this before we even get started. There may be some questions that we don't answer, we can't answer because some things are sensitive in nature. We don't want you to find out quite yet. So I'm just going to give you guys that warning. All right. But Brenda, you are up first. Hi, Brenda.
Good morning.
Hey.
Would you please say again what the onboarding website was? It was Now AI Beta something or other.
Yes, ma'am. It's on nowaibeta.now.site. So nowaibeta.now.site is for those of you or people that are here that have already signed up to be a part of the beta. So you're going to go there and you're going to fill in that form. That's where you want to go. So Leanne dropped the link there in the chat. Brenda, thank you so much. Great question. Nice to see you. John, yes, question. Hi, John.
Hi, yeah, quick question. When your AI suggests a post for you for LinkedIn, for example,
Yeah.
Will you still need to, which is simple, it's not anything difficult, but just curious, will you still need to click the link to, attach a note with the connection request? In other words, will you have to kind of still jump in and do that once we get to the point where it's suggesting post for you?
That's more, you're talking along the lines of the message center or sales AI. And with sales AI, yes, that processing isn't going to change for LinkedIn. However, posting, you are going to click to post.
Okay.
Yeah, so very similar process in both cases, John, and we're making that very easy and seamless for you to step through.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you also, so one other follow-up question. Obviously, the AI is incredible, but if you wanted to make a post on your own, can you still just not have the AI engaged and still take advantage, do the sales AI on your own?
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thanks.
You have to ask your AI nicely to stand down, though.
Yeah, right. There you go.
No.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Guys. Yep.
Right here before we get to Hank. Hi, Hank. Nice to see you again. I'm just going to answer a question that's here in the chat. So one of the questions that lots of people were asking here in the chat is, can I have more than one profile? Let me explain to you why having more than one profile isn't necessary. So there's only one you, right? Well, until there's an AI version of you, right? So Adrian is still Adrian, and then he becomes Adrian AI. And our friend Elizabeth is always Elizabeth until she becomes Elizabeth AI. And your personality and your motto, like Leanne here was saying, isn't really going to change. Your personality analysis is the same. Your motto is the same. What happens, though, is you can have a multitude, an unlimited amount of business profiles, and things may change according to the business that you're sharing. So one, right? During onboarding, there's one you, but you can have an unlimited amount of business profiles that you can kind of connect to when either creating a post on social media, maybe you're using sales AI and so on. Okay. Hopefully that helps. But Hank, hi, honey, you're next.
Hey, Cheryl, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm trying to keep up with all the rapid changes that go on here, but real quickly, if I went to the beta side, which I did, and filled in a lot of information, does that constitute my onboarding, or do I have to do that all over again?
So I think Adrian did a great job. He discussed this during his presentation, and he talked about the reasons why you would need to do it again. So I'm going to defer to you, Adrian, if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Hank, when you complete that, if you didn't already do it, or if you did, you will immediately get an email confirmation that has everything that you put in there. So
Right.
if you pour your heart and soul in there, we don't want to make you do that all over again. However, for two reasons. One, maybe you kind of rush through it and you want to do it with more time the second time around. Or secondly, and I think actually the more important of the two, it's such a cool experience that I want you to actually get to experience kind of conversing back and forth with your AI as you walk through that onboarding. So whether you copy and paste it or whether you do it fresh when the time comes, you will actually complete that in the system and then walk through all of the steps of meeting your AI.
So the onboarding is the same questions. So I could just copy and paste or edit what I did before.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
good. Thank you a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Hank.
Great question, Hank. Thank you so much, Adrian. Yes, you can edit. You can change your personal profile anytime that you'd like. I think Adrian was sharing this too. Of course, his children's age is going to change, right? So you'll be able to update that whenever you'd like. Thanks so much, Adrian. Denise, hey, honey, how are you?
Great. Thank you so much, Adrian, Elizabeth, Cheryl. You guys are rocking this. This is amazing. I can't wait to play with it. But one of the things, I use Canva a lot. So I create a lot of my own images. Can I put my own images in those posts, like before he sends it?
Yes, absolutely. So you can either have it write the post, like you could tell it what you want the post to be about, get the text, and then just attach the photo later. Or you can even actually upload your image and it can recommend the caption based on what's in that image. So you can do it both ways. But absolutely, you can create your own stuff and attach those to those posts.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great question. This is for Henry and Jen, who asked, so is the link to the onboarding and that first reply email we received after filling in the form info in the first time? The onboarding will just be available inside of your account. There isn't a link to it. You'll just open your account and it'll be ready. Coach Paul, hey.
Hey, everybody. So I'm just curious. So on the support chat and the and then the email chat, does that get answered by AI?
No, not right.
Well, we're live people.
Not yet.
We're live people.
Not yet.
Adrian's like, uh-oh, Cheryl's getting backed up against the wall there.
No, I just was curious because with the presentation in Las Vegas and so on with your teams and stuff like that, I was just wondering, I'm wondering if this is,
I can't say, that it will always be that way.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Great question. Adrian, did you want to add or were you just giggling at me?
Cheryl looked panicked for a second. I don't know why. I don't know why she seems worried. But so currently that's not the case. And I think at some point in the future it will probably morph to being a hybrid of those two things, and I think that will be really cool because it will be instantaneous, and then it keeps getting better from there.
All right, we're going to take these last 3 questions. Remember, we're doing this all week. You can have a daily demo tomorrow at noon Eastern. We're going to do it all over again. You're more than welcome to come back, get your questions answered, and invite your guests here as well. Carl Scott, nice to see you. Oh, Carl Scott, you're muted.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Hey.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, all that. I got a quick question. So when we're doing branding, when you're doing a post using Now AI, when you're doing a personal development quote and you want to include your image in it, right? We've seen this. If the quote is your own personal quote, at the bottom, you usually see a signature, right? Your own personal signature, whether you're not quoting, Jim Rohn or something, but you want to put your own personal signature, right? And it's your quote. Can you do that with the AI instruction, or do you have to go back and edit it and add your name at the bottom of the quote?
So you could either very easily just add your name at the bottom of the quote in the body of the post itself, Carl, or if you were doing it in an image format, you could use a tool like Canva and add that on there that way.
Perfect. And you could instruct ChatGPT to add your name when you're giving the instructions. I want a personal development quote on this. And you, of course, quote what your quote is and add my name.
AI? You mean instruct your AI?
Now AI. You're telling Now AI to do that. I'm assuming it would do it based off of instruction. That's all.
Yeah, it should do, and we're so at the cutting edge that we're going to play with it and learn as we go, Carl.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great question, Carl Scott. I'm just teasing you, but
is it Carl Scott or is it Carl? Like, is that?
Oh, is that just me calling him Carl Scott all the time?
Yeah, it's two first names, Carl Scott.
All right, Carl Scott. Sorry, man.
You're good.
That was great. Hi, James. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you. This could be an easy yes or no answer. I have been very ill and out of the loop for at least a couple of sessions of these major sessions. But I did opt in to me AI or UAI or whatever on the original launch, and I'm just not sure if I'm in or if I have to come back in somehow or whatever. Just where am I? Am I safe or do I have to go figure out something?
Let me catch up, okay? So what you're going to do is you can go to support@now.site. They're going to be able to tell you and give you kind of the status. Hey, you're signed up, you're good to go. So you can always ask them. And then if you need to catch up on the material, I would say make sure that you watch Justin on the very last or phase 1 beta launch. That was on Thursday. You can do that just by going to august2023.now.site. You can find his recording there. You can even find his presentation there. It's amazing. You'll know all the information that you need to know all about Now AI, and you'll be caught up. So just ask support for the status, and then I would make sure that you rewatch that video. It's fantastic. You don't want to miss it. Cool.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I need to know. Thanks so much.
Awesome. All right. Peg, our last question.
This will be quick. I'm looking and I can't find an email, and I did complete the beta online survey this weekend. So am I just missing it, or is it coming later? Is there a lag that's happening? What's up?
There's no lag. I know people are receiving it right away. So I'll kind of check for you.
I just confirmed you did submit it, Peg. So it's there. And so we'll touch base with you afterward and let you know where to check for the email as far as the subject line or whatever, and make sure you get it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, great questions. Thank you, everybody. Look, we're going to continue to do this all week. You're going to have a daily demo at noon Eastern time, right here at nowsite.online. I don't want you to miss our actual phase 2 beta launch that happens on Thursday at noon Eastern time with our founder and CEO, Justin Bellababa. That's where you can get all those in-depth answers to your questions as well. And we'll have special guest Ray Higdon with us at that phase 2 of the beta launch. So we have a jam-packed week all filled with things now AI. I hope you loved today's daily demo. It was magical with our VP of Business Development, Adrian. Adrian, I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. You had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. So
Thank you.
yeah, for sure. Thank you all so much. Adrian, anything to add before we go?
Keep coming back. There's going to be more and more reveals this week. It's going to be a ton of fun. And who knows, your AI could be next. So we'll see you back here tomorrow at noon Eastern.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Adrian. You're awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye now.